It's cold this morning. So you guys can see, especially from this angle, what I'm talking about when I said this car is just nerd central. I mean, with that single antenna up there, what are we doing? I don't know why Chevy was like, yeah, some will just do this too. Anyway, so today I'm going to try to get that antenna taken off, get the hole filled. Probably won't get it painted because it's just too cold to paint today, but at least get the antenna off, drill some holes back here, which is, it's gonna hurt my heart a little bit to have to drill into this thing, but it's for a good cause. Hardest part with doing dual antennas is just mapping it all out. Really, you're essentially just drilling 2 holes and shoving antennas through them. It's not like rocket science here. So I'm going to tape up the area with some masking tape of where, approximately where the holes are gonna be. And then I'm going to measure, most people just measure down from the door jamb. So this point here, back, and then that'll get them their line here, and then they measure from the trunk jamb in. And they don't have to be, I mean, don't panic if it's a little off side to side. It'd be very hard to tell exactly, you know, if you're a 1/4 inch off or whatever. It's hard to line everything up off a square on a car. So as long as you're not inches off, you'll be fine. So don't, you know, don't lose too much sleep over it. I like to run a long piece of tape all the way from the door jamb back. That way your tape measure isn't just, you know, kissing your paint. It's about 58 inches from the edge of this door back and 3 inches from this edge in. So there you go, right there. That's it. Once that's made, then you just got to measure the size of your antenna that you're going to be putting in, figure out what drill bit you need. That's about the easiest thing to use to drill these out. So I'm going to go ahead and get my antennas pulled out and get those measured. No, I'm not doing 59 antennas. I'm actually trying to work with the federal government to see if we can ban 59 antennas on 64 Impalas. Because it's just absolutely ridiculous, the amount of people that do that. Put whatever antenna you want to put on it. I'm not a huge fan of the 59 antennas. They just look too bulky on top of the quarter panel. I think that's why some people like them, is because they're a little bit more obnoxious. And some people like to be a little bit obnoxious. And that's cool. So I'm just doing a standard 64 style antenna, standard base. So when you order these, you'll have one antenna is just a dummy antenna. You can hook up a coax cable to them, but there is no coax cable. It typically goes to the dummy antenna. And then you'll have one that's a standard antenna with coax cable installed on it. Chances are I'm probably not even going to hook up the coax cable because I can't tell you the last time I listened to the radio. And that's kind of a good example of how these install. You got your big washer on the bottom, and then your angled washer, basically. That's what actually sits underneath the quarter panel inside of the trunk. And then your nut that goes down on top, and your trim bezel that finishes it all off. And that's the size of hole you need. So 13/16 or, you know, even a 7/8 would be fine for the hole size. Let's get to causing some damage to this thing. Drill a small pilot hole first. Boom. It hurt a little bit, I'm not gonna lie. 13/16 is all you need. If you just happen to have a 7/8 and that's all you got, it will work too. I'm gonna use a little air, blow off all these shavings because you don't want to just start wiping that stuff. And then I'm gonna paint the inside of that where it's bare metal. Let that dry, and then I'm gonna work on installing these things. All right. So to put them in, you want to make sure your little angled washer is on there first. Bezel, then your actual nut goes down and that tightens up, and that's what holds everything in place. You don't want them hanging too far outside of your quarter or inside your quarter. I'm a little bit disappointed in this kit that I got. I got this from Classic Industries, but the dummy antenna is not the same as the regular antenna. They're close, so they're gonna work for now, but they are not exactly the same. So honestly, if you care about having an antenna, I would probably just get 2 of the regular antennas and install those. Or if you don't care about having an antenna, get 2 of the dummy antennas. Because whoever the manufacturer is for these, it's not the same person. And they're basically the same price, so might as well just get 2 of whatever you want. Boom. There it is. That's how they're supposed to look. So now I just got a hole to deal with, but I'm okay with that. You don't want to run 3 antennas. I mean, how many radio stations are there even? You don't need them all. I'm gonna plug that with a piece of metal, and like I said, repaint this front fender because she got a little boo-boo. Anyway, so no big deal, but yeah, that's the ticket right there.